Our mission statement at CALPIRG is that students have the power to shape our future, and I have definitely seen that even in just my 1 year being here. What we're working on is actively working to change our future for the better, because we're the ones who are going to inherit the earth, so we should be working to save it. I'm Cami. I am the chapter chair for the UC Irvine chapter of CALPIRG. I'm also the statewide board vice chair of CALPIRG as a whole, as well as being a part-time organizer for our UC Irvine chapter. CALPIRG is a statewide student activist organization. We were started 50 years ago, so in the 1970s. And yeah, we do a lot to protect the environment, work on basic needs, college affordability, consumer protections, and voter registration, especially for young voters. A lot of work like that.
Young people played a major role in this year's election. 27% of young people between 18 and 29 voted, making it the second highest young voter turnout in almost 3 decades.
And the organization we spoke to say they registered 3,500 new student voters here in California and reminded more than 17,000 about Election Day. We asked how they did that, and they said mostly peer-to-peer contact.
And we also passed 5 different laws this past legislative session, which I'm really excited to be seeing the effects of as I continue this work.
What I'm passionate about is obviously the environment, but also like how we can change the environment, like how humans can steward the environment, and just the way that we live our lives is incredibly intertwined with the environment. And it's remiss to act in a way that's negating that.
My name is Huizar. I'm a first year here at UCI. I feel like as youth right now, we kind of struggle in like our education and environmental problems. We kind of rely on like weird sources, maybe unreliable sources like social media and stuff. So I think it's good to do all this grassroots work. And I'm really passionate about like educating people on, the real facts and the real, problems. I feel like since we're, youth, we have a long ways to go in terms of life. So definitely what we do now is going to impact how we live and how we prosper and flourish like later in life. We're the future generation, so what we do now is going to impact people like thousands of years from now. So I guess it's really good to put a foot down right now and say, hey, this is what we're going to do, so we allow other people in the future to live like us, hopefully even better.
For young people to get involved, it's a time where you're developing your personal identity and you're developing the way that you want to live in the world. And so doing something like environmental activism sets the pace for your entire life. Like a lot of people who get started in this kind of stuff, their lives are forever intertwined with this kind of policy action.
But it also is really helpful for campaigns to have young people working on them, because not a lot of young people work on activism and campaigns. So when you are talking to elected officials and when there are young people there, they tend to listen more. A lot of times they're used to, talking to people who are paid lobbyists or people in a certain field that are going to be affected by the issues, but not really just students that genuinely just care about their future. So it will oftentimes just bring attention to issues, but also students are just able to actually do a lot and have a lot of power when they know how.
Being part of CALPIRG has given me a lot of confidence, trained me in a lot of leadership skills to be able to not only just come up with ideas for how we can change the world and change campus, but to put them into implementation and to take actions to start projects I wouldn't have known where to start on my own, but with the help of all my other CALPIRG peers, it's less scary to reach out, make those connections, make that change. And so that's sort of preparing me for the real world, where it's like you're going to have to talk to people of authority, and it's not scary.
Before CALPIRG, I would honestly say that my public speaking skills and my communication skills were a little below par. This club has definitely helped me with that. This past weekend, we went to go talk with a whole bunch of super important people up in the Capitol. I think that really helped with my speaking skills, and so definitely my confidence has grown since I've been doing that.
I've learned how to talk very persuasively and very succinctly about the important issues that we're working on, and just getting people on board and wanting to support. And so students being able to learn those skills early on is really beneficial for honestly any career they want to pursue. I'm an environmental science and policy major, so I definitely want to pursue a career in environmentalism and sustainability. So I want to be in the forefront, like making that change. And I've learned a lot of skills in this that I think will really help me in my future careers. A big part of our belief is that students shouldn't have to wait until we've graduated college to be able to be working on these issues that we care about. And so having worked on this before even getting my bachelor's degree has really set me up for my future. Like this organization has been really helpful in being able to fully see what it's like to be an activist. Yeah, I have loved the work that I've done. It's really changed my life since joining last year. There's been so many opportunities that I've had, so many skills that I've learned, and yeah, my work in CALPIRG has really helped shape who I am as a person, and these opportunities and experiences and skills that I've had. And I'm really excited to see how the work that I'm doing right now will impact our future as a whole, but also how I'll be able to keep growing and be able to take all these skills that I've learned into my future careers in activism and yeah, help save the world.